Good afternoon to Mr. Rishi and other executives. We are going to present you a affordable and eco-friendly new coffin product, which is eCoffin. Before that, I would like to introduce our team's members. Firstly, I'm Tiong and this is Keaton, Aaron, and Keat. The price of the coffins are getting more expensive. This will become a financial burden, especially for those poor people. And the current coffin products are not gold greens and not environmental friendly. The producer of the coffin, in order to get the material to make coffin, they are cutting down the tree. This will cause to deforestation. And do you think that buy a good and expensive coffin for a cremation is a waste? Therefore, in order to solve these contemporary issues, we have developed a new coffin products. These coffin products are made by palm fibers. Because palm fibers is the residues of the palm oil, so it has no significant market values and demand. Therefore, it is ultra low cost, and this enables ultra low selling price. And because we are recycling the residues of the palm oil, so it's very eco-friendly. And the color can be customized based on the customer preferences, and the handle is strong enough to support the heavy weight, and all the accessories on the coffins can be customized based on the customer preferences, regions, and cultures. And all the materials are made by the natural materials and gold green materials. We name these products, new coffin products, as eCoffins. The reasons why we said CSing is because it has about 40 years experience in producing and supplying the coffin products to worldwide. And it also produces its own accessories on the coffins. So we can see that it is a very potential coffin company. Now I'll pass the time to my team member Keaton to continue the presentations. Thank you.
Thank you, Kiat. So I'm responsible for the marketing strategy. This is the distribution part, whereby we will actually look for partnerships, and here are among all the partnerships that are potentials. For example, naming a few: financial planners or insurance company, whereby these are the companies who handles the death of people. So it actually needs, actually can recommend such products, which is eCoffin, to the dear family members. So including these are all here. So hospitals, eco-related NGOs as well. So continuing, these are a list of the potential distribution channels in Malaysia that is listed all here. So we will also specifically target patients list in hospitals with critical illness. So in pricing, it will be ultra low pricing because it's easier for market penetration, as well as we will earn profit by quantity. Okay, so of course the pricing is all based on design, and in promotional we'll do it in Facebook page, whereby we'll do educational video like life cycle, and as well as educational video to actually approach to consumers. For example, one thing we have in particular is the online product details and price comparison within. So it will be available online, so to ease the use of online to actually check all of it instead of running around. And this is a creative proposal campaign, the life and death in Malaysia, as well as too costly to die in Malaysia. It approaches in an educational way to actually let people to understand that how our coffin works instead of just selling it to consumer. So next, I'll pass it to Keat to actually follow with the presentation.
Thank you, Keaton. For the positioning strategy on the product future, the product are ultra low price costing, and it will be gold green and also the environmental friendly, and it's more durable as well, and also the customization built based on our religion and also the design, and also ready for every size and mind and link. And for the product positioning, the product benefit and product solving, it will be ultra low price, and also as usual we will focus on gold green and environmental friendly, and light and easy to carry for every single And also on the problem solving, it will reduce the financial burden, especially for the poor people, and also it will reduce the deforestation on the natural, which is caused on the normal before the product has been involved, which is the previous coffin, and also they reduce the government expenditure. And for the positioning strategy on the user, which is age, we cannot know which kind of age we will be using on the coffin, with any age and need, and also the gender will be on both male and female, and also based on this, we will target on the low and the middle income. And for the religion and race and culture, the coffee will be designed based on their religion, which is there can be add-on and others. And for the lifestyle, it will be focused on the environmentalist and also the Go Green supporter. And one of the others, which is the pet lover, also can be used our eCoffin. Now I will pass to Aaron to continue the slide. Sorry, it's Kiat. Thank you.
We suggest Sing to create a new brand for the eCoffin because eCoffin is a new and unique product, and the current existing brand's image of the Sing is not very suit the eCoffin. Therefore, create a new brand with a new brand image will be more appropriate. So we will name the new brands as eCoffin, the same as the product's name itself. This is easier for the customers to remember the brand name and also the product names. And the names of eCoffin included the meanings of eco-friendly and also internet. And this is our new brand logo. And the new brand image of our eCoffins will include modern, go green, environmental friendly, and also affordable. And this will bring the new benefits to the market, which is the ultra low price and also environmental friendly. And the new brand eCoffins will lead to a revolution in the casket industry. Therefore, after that, all the price of the coffins will be affordable, and all the coffins will be environmental friendly and go green, and all the design will be becoming modern. And we will use customer-based brand equity to build a strong brand equities for the eCoffins. We will ensure the eCoffins are top of mind and easily to be recognized and recalled by the customers, and also able to deliver the brand image, the brand message, which is go green, go online, modern, and also affordable to the customer. And we also will ensure the brand image of eCoffin perceived by the customer is same as the brand identity of the eCoffin that we design. Therefore, to create a positive and accessible response from a customer, and in the end, build up a positive and intense and also active relationship between the customer and the eCoffins. Now I'll pass the time to Aaron to continue the presentations. Thank you.
Right, so good afternoon to all the faculties. My name is Aaron, so I'll continue for the presentations. So here is our comprehensive competitors analysis. So we actually found out that two potential competitors in the industry. So Armstrong Cascade is one of the producer in Malaysia, which has around which start about 78 years in the market, and also Niwana is also one of the biggest one-stop funeral home service in Malaysia. So these two are the best competitors in the market right now. Alright, so we also analyzed it with Protofy process. The competitive rival is this eCoffin. They have high competitive power and also low competitive, as no competitors doing the same product. And also it also target in low cost market. Therefore, assumptions for quantity of selling wouldn't be low. Right. So the second is the threat of new entry. Of course, there will always be a threat in new entries. The competitors might easily copy the design because of it is made by recycled material, and also but they might not have the same quality as ours, right? And also the bargain power. The bargain power for the customer is always low, is because no one is doing this thing in the market right now. The supplier is also low because in Malaysia there's a lot of palm oils company, so that we can actually get a lot of raw materials from others supplier. So I'll pass the presentation to Keaton.
So from all of the my fellow mates who presented, so in conclusion, it is difficult for coffins to be approachable itself in advertisement, as we know. In the Malaysian culture, if you advertise about advertisement, it's a local thing. In either Chinese beliefs or Malay beliefs, okay, and other races. So, but we are going to approach it in an educational way by selling it through concept. The concept I mean is whereby to sell it through the environmentally concept instead of the traditional way of doing it. That's why we are very confident that this will be a revolutionary strategy to actually change the whole industry. So in the later of, after all this, in the later, we are going to focus on online as well as websites to actually bring the ease of such industry in the hands of the consumer so that they can search it easily, okay, by their own. So I'm very proud to say that this strategy is going to change the industry forever. So I would like to gather all my mates on here to actually say thank you.
Right. Thank you.
It's an honor to present here. So thank you very much.
Okay, my question.
Yeah.
Yep.
Okay, now funerals and this is related to culture,
Yes.
related to traditions. Yeah.
Yep.
Okay. How would you convince customers who still want the concept which is traditional? That means they don't want to respond to your coffin that you have said, right? Okay, but what are the ways you can use to convince them beside the environmental friendly thing? What are the other things that you can use? Because some people are very fixed, they want it traditional. That means it's really traditional, right? Okay, they must have, and some people maybe, you know, sometimes after they die, they say, oh, my grandfather lived a long time, I must give him a good funeral, must buy expensive coffin and all those kind of things. How can you convince them?
As a result, we have stated earlier on the positioning strategy, which is our coffin. You base on the religion and also the culture design, which is the previous one. We only exchange the material only. It doesn't related to the culture, which is either it's luxury or the cheap one.
Yeah. And something to add on is that
The
just
design.
now you have mentioned that the word expensive. We are not selling to the point fully based on price itself. We are doing concept selling itself. We are not changing the culture. We are improving it much further for the sake of the environment. Yeah. So concept selling is way more important than just pricing strategy itself in this case. Yeah. So would that answer your question?
Yes. Thank you very much for your presentation.
Okay. Thank you, sir.